Everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today in this session. So the session is on lifestyle and stress management for medical practitioner, and the expert who is taking this session is Dr. Prakash Patel, sir. He is currently working as an Chief Medical Officer for Apollo Tires. Sir is also an expert and specialist in general medicine, occupational medicine, and hospital administration management practices, as well as handling any accident and emergency. So, without wasting any time, I would like to hand over this session to Dr. Prakash Patel, sir. Sir, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My doctor friends, family friends, and the relatives, those who ask presentation. It is my prime privilege to have this address to you people. I have opportunity to talk about the topic is lifestyle and stress management. It is a very burning topic, very important topic nowadays because it has a lot of problems and how to solve this problem. So I have prepared this presentation in a very simple way, and it will be easy to understand by even normal layman, non-medical man also. So I will be talking about this lifestyle and stress management in next 50 to 60 minutes. So let us start with the topic. Now, why we have a lifestyle management? Because nowadays most of the people are staying in a very, very heavy stress because of work, because of job, because of targets and whatnot. And same way, people are also having sedentary life. They are sitting idle in front of computer or a mobile or laptop, and they are just eating uh, out of sight and out of mind. So they are getting weight, they are becoming obese. So this is the lifestyle problem. And people are not eating healthy food. Instead of that, people used to eat now junk food. Especially children and young children, they are fond of eating pizza, burger, which contains lot of cheese, butter, and heavy calorie. And on the same way, they are not utilizing this energy or calorie, and these calories are accumulated in the body and converting into fat, and people are getting obese. So this is our lifestyle nowadays. Most of the people, they don't have time to manage their lifestyle. So let us have a just have a pictures on this. Now you see this slide. In the previous year, in the past year, people used to walk whenever they are traveling. But nowadays, we have scooter, we have car, we have aeroplane. So most of the people, they are using this mode of transportation. So they don't have to exert much. They don't have to talk. Walk. So this is the problem why people are getting obese and the problems. In the older age, now you see the people were taking a balanced diet, taking cereal, pulses, and vitamins, minerals, everything. But nowadays we see the young adults mostly they are taking junk food, which contains a lot of fat and oil, butter, cheese, etc. So this is the reason why people are getting obese. In see the last picture in which in the past era, people or children they were playing in the ground, playing football, hockey, kabaddi, volleyball, etc. But now see, now in modern era, in the computer era, the children are sitting in front of computer. So all the day they are sitting on the computer and eating too much. So they are getting obese, they are getting weight gain. So this is the difference between the past and the present year. And they are having unhealthy lifestyle. See, they are eating unhealthy diet, smoking, tobacco chewing, usage of alcohol, sedentary lifestyle. They eat and sit only. They don't do any exercise. Eating burger, pizza, and they are not eating balanced diet like fruits, vegetables. So this is the unhealthy lifestyle people are living. So let us see what is the lifestyle. Lifestyle is the way of living of an individual, family, societies. Lifestyle that we live, we behave, we think, or we react. That is our lifestyle. And lifestyle, healthy lifestyle should have these eating right, keeping physically fit, emotionally well, spiritually well, and weight control. But here we see all factors are against in nowadays. So this is the issue why we need the lifestyle management. So what are the benefits of lifestyle management? We reduce the health risk because if you reduce the weight, if you reduce the cholesterol, you control the diabetes, you control the hypertension, then you don't have any risk. Your heart is okay. You don't have any. You will not have any heart problem or heart disease, and obviously it will reduce your medical expenditures, right? It will improve the productivity as you are mentally fit, physically fit in the company where you are working. You will produce more. And of course, you will reduce the absenteeism also. If you are not healthy, you cannot work properly. You have to take rest. You have to take leave. That is the adverse effect of this uh, unhealthy lifestyle. So we have to be fit. We have to fit emotionally, psychologically, and mentally. So let us see what are the components for lifestyle management. So the major components are, say, nutrition. Nutrition, that the food what we are eating. Then physical activity. Then you should have a sleep and rest. You should have a good hydration. You have to manage your stress. You have to stop addiction like smoking or alcoholism. Now we'll discuss one by one all these points. Now, see, nutrition, healthy nutrition is important for any well-being, and we require this nutrient for our energy, body energy, growth, reproduction, and maintenance of our body tissue. If you are not taking any good nutrient, your body will suffer, and you will have some lot of health problems. So, basically, nutrients are divided in 6 basic classes, just like say carbohydrate. You know these proteins, lipids, and fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. So these are the major components of nutrition. Now we'll discuss one by one all components. You know, we any healthy individual, normal healthy individual needs 1400 to 1500 kilocalorie per day, and it's a daily ration we can say for our food. So I have just narrated this issue that how much food, how much cereals will take, how much pulses we should take, how much fruits. You can see we have to take cereals about 180 grams per day, pulses 90 grams per day, fruits around 160 grams, vegetables around 400 grams, milk and products like 480 milliliter, nuts and fats 15 grams, and sugar 10 grams. So this is normal food what we take, and we will get around 1400 to 1500 kilocalorie. Now, if we distribute all these food, say in the breakfast, evenings, or lunch, dinner, etc. Now take the cereal. You have to take breakfast and evening around 20 grams. In dinner and lunch, you have to take about 70 grams. Now say about pulses. In the breakfast and evening snack, you have to take around 30 grams. And dinner and lunch, you have to take 30 grams. So vegetables around 400 grams can be distributed any time of the day. Fruits you have to take around 160 grams and can be distributed any time of the day. So this distribution is very important. You have to divide in all breakfast, lunch, and dinner, etc. So now let us see carbohydrate. We know what is carbohydrate. The basic function is to provide energy to our body, and we need energy for any activity. Now, when there is a breakdown of carbohydrate, it produces glucose, and glucose is the main fuel for our body. We know the sources are grains, bread, cereals, pasta, fruits, vegetables, etc. So these are the sources of carbohydrate. You can see in the pictures also very well. I have tried to put the picture. It contains all sorts of foods which contain a lot of carbohydrates. So this is about carbohydrate. It is needed to get the energy. Fiber is also classified under the carbohydrate. It is the indigestible portion of the plant foods. It helps to prevent the constipation. It is useful means for controlling weight. It is very, very useful for control of weight or obesity. Excess fiber can also cause some bloating or gas because it's an undigested plant portion. Now let us see what are the sources of fiber. You can see the pictures in which I have tried to explain that whole wheat flour, jowar, bajra, oat, maize, then say whole pulses, rajma, moth, dry peas, lentils, beans, drumstick, parvar, amla, apple, fruits. All types of fruits contain a lot of fibers. Cauliflower, green vegetable, sesame seeds, nuts, etc. These are the rich source of fibers that we have to take daily, right? Now let us see about protein. Protein is also major portion of the nutrition. It has the role of growth. It uh, maintains our body. It repairs our body tissue. So that is why protein should be also taken in enough amount. And sources are, you can see the picture. The pulses are the major source of proteins: cereals, milk, cheese, yogurt, etc. If you don't take protein properly, then you may have poor growth. You don't have proper growth and mental impairment in child, anemia, muscle wasting, and decreased immunity. So one should take the proper protein. That is most important for our body growth and maintenance. Now we'll talk about lipids. Lipids is the fat. It is very important factor in our nutrient. Uh, this lipid gives the fatty acids. So these are essential for numerous chemical process and metabolism of our body. There are two types of fats. One is saturated fat and second is unsaturated fats. The saturated fats also called as trans fat. These fat raise the blood LDL cholesterol. So you know low density lipoprotein is a cholesterol which is increased when you take a lot of trans fat. I will show you the sources of this trans fat in the next slide. And the other sources, say coconut oil, palm oil, red meat, whole milk, dairy products, ultimate products. These are the things which contains a lot of fat and which is trans fat. Okay, unsaturated fat, which is a good fat, which liquid at the stage and help to lower the LDL cholesterol and increase the HDL cholesterol. Sources are olive oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, peanut oil, almond oil. These are good oils which contain less cholesterol and particularly it increases the HDL. So these are about the fats. Now I will show you the pictures where you can see the where you get the trans fat. These are the sources: cookies, biscuit, wafers, French fries, cakes, dalda, etc. These are the rich sources of trans fat. So you should avoid this, say French fry, dalda, wafers, cookies, cakes. So one should avoid this food because it contains a lot of trans fat. Now, other factor is component is water. Water is also very, very important for our body and it helps in digestion, elimination of body waste, regulation of body temperature. And you can see that the base of all blood and fluid secretion like tears, saliva, gastric, which are based of water. We need around 8 to 10 glasses of water per day and even more during the summer or when you are working hard. You can see in the right side of my slide, there are 17 benefits of water. See, support heart health, improve circulation, increase waste removal, flushes the toxin from the body. It helps in the absorption of nutrient, increases the energy and alertness. It supports the weight health loss, improves the complexion, supports muscle building, enhance brain function, boost immune system. It prevents the headache, prevent kidney stone, prevent cramps, support joints, prevent backache, and prevent bad health. So there are many benefits. So one should take around 8 to 10 glass or say 2 to 2.5 liters of water daily, whether you are thirsty or not. Make a habit to drink water 2 glasses every hour. So it will definitely help you in your day-to-day function. Now, so let us see how we have to manage this lifestyle. It is very confusing, and people, they know even though they don't follow. So there are three major pillars of lifestyle modification. One is low calorie diet. You have to eat healthy diet which contain low calorie. Then second is the increased physical activity. That means you have to do regular exercise, whatever exercise you like. Go to gym or do walking, jogging, cycling, swimming. These are the best exercise. At least you have to do 30 to 60 minutes per day. If you are not able to find the time, you can break in 10 minutes slot. Say after sometime you are again work for 10 minutes. Like that, 3-4 times you have to make up around 40 to 60 minutes. And the most important third pillar is the behavior. Behavior is a very, very important factor in lifestyle management. So I will take this all three pillars in details one by one. So let us go ahead. So now see, this is the diet pyramid. You can see you can see these three slides. Here you can select more food, say grains, breads, the fruits, vegetables, then fish, chicken, etc. These are good nutrient and should take in a different, say, serving, like 2 to 3 serving per day, like that. And you should avoid fats, oil, and salt. These are very dangerous for our health. You have so many people, you take a lot of fatty fried food, they take more salt, double salt, sugar. So these are not good for managing the lifestyle. So one should go for healthy, nutritious food. So give priority to low caloric food like green leafy vegetables, fruits, green products, etc. Avoid fatty, fried, and oily food, dairy products like cheese, butter, paneer, ice cream, etc. Eating less amount of sweet or chicken or mutton is good for enjoyment, but eating more than it is overeating, and it will be harmful to your body. So you have to take a little bit, it is fine, but don't overeat. Otherwise, it will cause a health problem. Take 1 or 2 cups of tea or coffee with milk and sugar in the day. Take more of black tea or green tea, because green tea has antioxidants and it helps in lowering the cholesterol and managing heart diseases, etc. So better take for green tea. Use around 2 to 4 tablespoons of oil, not more than 10 per day. Use less sugar and salt. Eat at least 3 servings of whole grain choice every day. Use whole grain bread, which will provide fiber in the diet. Avoid skipping breakfast. This is very, very important nowadays. Don't have to skip the breakfast. It is a good meal that you have to take in the morning and then you go for your work. Have a regular balanced meals, and if possible, take 4 equally divided balanced meals in the day. It will help you in giving good energy. It will prevent your hyperacidity or gas or bloating, etc. also. So now another factor is about component is physical activity or exercise. Exercise prevents or controls the many chronic diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, or psychological illness. So physical activity or exercise is very, very important in lifestyle management. Exercise help you to manage your weight. Exercise improve body by releasing chemical in the brain. Exercise strengthen your heart and lungs. Exercise promote better health. So better do exercise. There is no age bar. At any age, you can do exercise at least 30 to 40 minutes and do any type of exercise, say walking, jogging, any stretching exercise or cycling. These are good exercise. Now, if you do the physical activity, then it is fine. But say it is said, people are saying that we don't have time. We are very busy in the office. We are loaded with the work. So this is not a good answer. Everybody has to find the way on time to do the physical activity. It is for their health. If you don't walk or don't go for exercise, you will definitely gain your weight, and it will be creating a lot of problem in the future. So at least you have to do 30 to 60 minute physical activity, and most of the day week, it can be even broken into 10 to 15-minute bouts of activity 3 times a day. You can break in 3 to 4 slots also, but you have to walk at least 30 to 60 minutes per day. This will definitely help in your management of lifestyle. So moderate intensity physical activity is very important. You have to walk, brisk walk 3 to 4 miles per hour on level, on the ground level, surface inside or outside, such as walking to class. Don't take a bike or a car to the class. Just park in the parking area and walk and go. Work or go to the store walking. So it will definitely give some exercise. Walk for pleasure. Sometimes you have to walk with dogs if you are having dogs. Walking as a break from work. Sometimes you are in the break, you are fatigue or exhausted or bored, you can take the round and you can walk around. Walking downstairs or upstairs, that will also help. Cycling 5 to 9 miles per hour, this is very important. Stationary bicycling also important. If you don't have to go outside, you can do the stationary bicycle at home. Then do yoga, dancing, play for sport with moderate efforts. So these are the means by which you can have a physical activity. Now see, this is the activity pyramid. I would like to demonstrate here that each week try to balance your physical activity using this guide. If you are inactive, then just be walk whenever you get the time. See the down here in the base, walk every day. Walk with dog, do your yard walk, play golf or play any game you like. And 3 to 5 times a week, you can do cycling, brisk walking, jogging, etc. You can do 3 times a week, say stretching exercise, uh, jumping, etc. And don't sit in front of computer. This is very bad habit. And cut down just your time from this computer, mobile or laptop. So this will definitely improve your health by following these activity parameters. Now, other parameter, that is third pillar that I was discussing, is the behavior therapy. It is very, very important because human behavior is very say important. Some people, they don't have any control on their wishes, their demands, and they can't keep control on food, or they don't do exercise. So let us talk about how to control, or what are the behavior techniques. Say first is the self monitoring, then stimulus control. I will take one by one in the next slide. Then cognitive techniques, say problem solving, challenging negative thoughts. So now let's see, this is the behavioral element, that means self-monitoring. You make the chart on the paper and just write down what food you have taken, how much amount you have taken, what calorie you have consumed, and just make a note of it and see how much calorie you have taken, and then do the exercise. Also, same way you have to note down the how many minutes or how many hours you have walked, how much you have walked, how much steps you have walked, and make a note of it and just see it and find out whether it is okay or not. Or if it is not, try to just complete it, because we need the calorie like 1400 to be paid, then that calorie you have to use. If you don't use calorie, then it will get deposited in the form of fat. So it will increase your weight. So you have to balance eating and exercise. Now these behavior elements, you have to control your stimulus while you are eating. You have to control your uh, uh, appetite or say eating, otherwise it will increase your weight. So reduce clue for overeating or immunity. Suppose you are sitting on the table, dining table, then eat only on the dining table. Don't eat while you are walking or watching TV or sitting on computer. Don't eat out of sight or out of mark. Increase clues for healthy eating and activity. Take more of fruits, vegetables, rather than pizza, burger, or any heavy calorie diet. Keep healthy food in prominent location. Just keep fruits and vegetables on the table that you can see. So you will like to eat that only. Keep small plates. Small plate will you will always take a little amount. If you take big plate, then you will take more food. So try to keep more small plates on the table and eat slowly and take time to chew. Otherwise, if you take food with more speed, you will consume more food. So try to take time and enjoy the food, and don't take too much. Keep healthy foods. This I told you on the location where you can see. Lay out the clothes and shoes before going to the bed. Before going to the bed, just put your clothes, track suit or shoes in front of your bed. So in the morning, when you wake up, you will see the walking and shoes and the track. So definitely it will temper you to wear and go for walking. So this about the stimulus control. Now another part is the cognitive element. Cognitive element is very very important. So you have to structure your way of living. Say you don't have to have a negative thoughts on your day-to-day activity. Don't think that it is impossible or I can't do this. I'm getting this nothing out of this, no, and you are reducing the force. But you think positive and increase your efforts and think that you can do it. In the past, you have done it, and so you will do. But if you think negative and you say, no, I can't do this, then you won't be able to do anything. So, this type of cognitive restructuring is very important, and you can do it with confidence. Now, other component is sleep. Sleep is also very important. Any normal individual should take 7 to 8 hours uninterrupted sleep per day because it helps to organize our memory, it solidifies learning, and improves the concentration. Proper sleep regulates mood, strengthens our immune system, cellular repair, replacement, and growth of brain. So this is very sleep. Sleep has a lot of function. Sleep deprivation may affect have a health problems, say heart disease, hypertension, irregular heartbeat, obesity, mood change, irritability, and inability to concentrate. So take proper 7 to 8 hour non-interrupted sleep. That is very important. Your habits is also very important in your lifestyle management. If you are smoking or chewing tobacco, you have to stop because smoking and tobacco chewing has a very, very bad health effect on any part of the body. We can say from head to toe, all organs are affected by smoking. So stop smoking if you are smoking. And diseases are very common due to smoking are chronic lung disease, COPD, asthma, bronchitis. Then it may cause atherosclerosis of blood vessels. Then it may cause stroke, heart attack, paralysis, etc. Nowadays, we see the cases of cancer of lung, stomach, esophagus, larynx, lung, prostate, fat, etc. And that is because of the smoking. Even we see the cataract and we see the thumb problem. You see, the thumb is very badly affected. Here you can see cancer, tongue cancer. So smoking very harmful to the health. It is injurious to health, even though some people they smoke, they don't stop. So lifestyle related disease. Now let us see these are you say non-communicable disease or lifestyle related disease. These are overweight, hypertension, diabetes, lipid profile, increased lipid profile, or dyslipidemia, heart attack, and brain stroke. Now see this bar chart here. I have tried to explain that 60% of death are coming from lifestyle, unhealthy lifestyle compared to other. So you can see it's a great amount of percentage the deaths are occurring because of the lifestyle disease. So you have to manage your lifestyle and you have to live healthy. Now, see, I will narrate one by one all lifestyle diseases. One is number one is obesity, or we can say overweight. It is defined as the condition of excess body weight and fat, right? The size of number of fat increase in the obese people. A person is said to be obese when the body weight is 20% or more over and above the ideal body weight. And now, ideal body weight can be calculated by comparing his height and gender. So, we should have at least this criteria to see that we should not have obese or obesity. Causes are many multifactorial causes. Start from cultural, from genetics, environmental, endocrinal disease like say thyroid, Cushing syndrome, psychiatric disorder like psychosis, bipolar disease, psychological causes like anxiety, tension. It increases the appetite. People eat too much and they are gaining the weight. So these are the causes of obesity. Now, how to determine the BMI, body mass index? Very simple formula. You can see the weight in kilogram divided by height in meter square. And this is the formula by which you can get the BMI index. If your BMI index is in between 25 to 30, then it is, say, obesity. If it is more than 30, then it is obese. So, normally it should be 18 to 25. I will show you the another table in which you can easily see. Now I will talk about the central obesity. This is also very important. Here the fat is accumulated in the waist of the in the abdomen, and people have the big abdomen, and there is a fat collection inside. It is also called as central obesity, and it can be measured by the waist circumference. If it is equal or more than 90 centimeter for male, then it is a central obesity in male. Equal or more than 80 centimeter in female. If it is more than 80, then it is a central obesity. Now see, this is the classification of obesity. This is BMI, say less than 18, it is underweight. If it is 18 to 24.9, then it is normal. So ideally one should have this index for normal weight. Then 25 to 29.9, it is overweight. Then 30 to 40, it is obese. Even nowadays, other classification is also coming. If it is more than 40 index, then it is over obese. Over obese. So more than 40 are also so many people are there. So it is called over obese people. So this is the sample chart I have placed here. See, the vertical bar shows the height in centimeter, and the horizontal bar indicates the weight in kilogram. Now, simply you have to see how much height you have. Suppose you have 150 centimeter height and weight is 50, then your BMI is 21. Like this. Suppose your height is 165 and your weight is 70, then your the BMI is 26. Like that, you can compare. You can check your BMI yourself. So this is about the BMI chart. You can see and can study easily. Now, obesity-related diseases, as I told you, they are hypertension, high cholesterol, diabetes, coronary heart disease, stroke, gallbladder disease, arthritis, sleep apnea, breathing problem, and some of the cancers are also known in obesity. Mostly the endometrial cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, and even colon cancer. So these are the picturized causes. You can see here also same that I have kept here. So obesity causes lot of health problems. So how to reduce the weight? The golden rule is you have to eat healthy, you have to do exercise, and there is no shortcut for this. So you have to control your diet and you have to do exercise. Then and then you can reduce, and you have to continue dieting and exercising. Some people do some time and then they leave. Then it will not help you. So continue till you get your targeted weight loss. So your target should be 10% of your body weight should be at least reduced and get out of risk. Set up your goal in early phase like 10% of body weight loss in the year. That is my requirement, that is my target, and stick to it and reduce your weight by 10%. Other area you have to do exercise, diet control. Some medicines are also available to reduce the weight, but we usually don't encourage for medicine, because as soon as you stop the medicine, it swings, it rebounds the same way. So better do with diet and exercise. And some bariatric surgery is also available, but that also we have observed that for a period of 6 months, 8 months, you will have a weight loss, but suddenly it will again start increasing. So that is not the good idea. So you have to only do the exercise and diet control only. Now, another is the hypertension. You know very well what is hypertension. It is the condition in which the force of blood against the artery wall is too high, then it creates hypertension. Our normal limit is 120 by 80, and you have to control your blood pressure by salt, reduce salt intake, eat food which rich with the diet rich with the fruit and vegetable, low fat dairy product, and regular exercise and weight loss. So there are two types of hypertension. One is the essential hypertension, and second is the secondary hypertension. Now, say essential hypertension is caused by excessive salt intake, abnormal arteries, say the artery having congenital abnormality, there also say renal artery stenosis, then it will have a hypertension. Increased blood volume like in CCF, kidney failure, liver failure, there is an increase in the blood volume that also cause hypertension. And some genetic disorders, it is genetically inherited. And the stressful life, stress, tension, depression also causes the hypertension. This is essential hypertension. Most of the time, this hypertension doesn't have any symptoms also. And that is why it is called the silent killer. If you come to know when you have some complications, suppose you have a hemorrhage or you have a paralysis, then your BP checked by your doctor, and your doctor will say, "Oh, you have high blood pressure. You don't know this." Then a patient will say, "No, sir, I don't know. This is first time I am just hearing." So that is the issue nowadays. So regular checkup is also important nowadays. A regular follow-up with your doctors. Secondary hypertension are due to some health condition like chronic kidney failure. Certain medicine like this, ibuprofen, NSAIDs, they are also causing some hypertension. Some recreation medicines like alprazolam or some antidepressant medicine, they also cause hypertension. In pregnancy also, some women they get hypertension, and in some hormonal therapy also. So these are the secondary hypertension causes. Now let us see the classification of the high blood pressure. Our normal limit is 120 by 80. That is the normal blood pressure. If it is 140 by 90, then it is say pre-hypertension. If it is 160 by 100, then it is stage 1. If it is more than 160 and more than 100 diastolic, then it is stage 2. And if it is more than 180 systolic and more than 110 diastolic, then it is stage 3. So this is about the classification of the hypertension. Now, how to prevent or how to control the hypertension? Lose weight. First of all, you have to control your weight. You have to limit your alcohol. You have to stop smoking. You have to do physical activity like exercise. Decrease sodium intake. Very very important. Keep potassium intake adequate. Take fruits like banana, etc., which contain a lot of potassium. Take adequate amount of calcium and magnesium. Decrease the intake of saturated fat, that is trans fat and cholesterol. Stop smoking. So by that way, you can control or you can stop the hypertension. Now, diabetes also another non-communicable disease. It's a lifestyle-related disease in which the insulin is a problem. If your blood sugar is not controlled either due to inability to produce the insulin or inability to use the insulin properly. So by that way, people are getting diabetes. In India, estimated number of diabetic patients in age group of 279 are, you can see, 74.2 million in 2021, and it will be increasing by 124.8 million by the end of 2045. So you can see India is the capital for diabetes, and the reason is the lifestyle. People are eating too much, don't do exercise, they have sedentary life, they have a lot of tension, stress. People are having the competitive life, they want to be number one, so they always remains in stress, and that increases the stress, and they have diabetes. Symptoms are very simple. You have to remember three P's. That means polydipsia, polyuria, and polyphagia. People will have a lot of thirst. People will have a lot of urination, and people have a lot of hunger appetite. They want to eat more and more. People will have weakness, and there will be poor or delay in the healing of any wound. There will be a drastic weight loss, sudden weight loss in the early diabetes, and easy fatigability. Person become very fatigued very easily and feels weak. So here are the normal parameters for normal sugar value. Normal is less than 110 fasting. Postprandial should be less than 140. Pre-diabetic if it is 110 to 126, and in postprandial 140 to 200. If it is diabetic, then that's the sugar level around more than 126 fasting, and more than 200 postprandial. So nowadays we give more importance to glycated hemoglobin, that is H1BA test, HbA1c test, because it gives the trend of glucose level in the blood during the last 3 months. We daily check fasting blood sugar comes as 90, 85. But if you take correct 3 months average, then it will give the correct idea whether your diabetes is under control or not. So here also the limits, you see, if your glycated hemoglobin is less than 5%, then it is excellent control. If it is between 5 to 6%, very good control. And if it is from 6 to 7%, it is good control. If it is more than 7%, then it is poor control. So this is very important parameter for practicing physician. They always advise this 3 month average blood glucose HbA1c. So how to prevent the complication? By keeping your diabetes under control, by doing regular exercise, reducing weight. If you are on medicine, you have to take regular medicine. You have to don't skip or don't stop medicine. Some people are just leaving the medicine in between, and they come with a high level of blood sugar and some complications. So don't do that. Huh? You have to continue the medicine, you have to do regular exercise, you have to do diet control, etc. And you have to go for regular checkup with your doctor, the blood pressure, eye checkup, any other part of the body checkup. And definitely you have to monitor yourself, glucose monitor. How to prevent diabetes? Say, yeah, we have to see that, keep the diet control, avoid this junk food, take off more healthy food, go for your checkup regularly, go for walking, jogging, no smoking, keep your weight normal, so that will control your diabetes or stop diabetes. High cholesterol again now is also one of the bigger problem nowadays. It's also a lifestyle related disease. Our body needs cholesterol and it services for all metabolic processes of our body, because if it is in optimum level, cholesterol is good. But if it is more than the normal level, say here, then it is harmful or it is not advisable. So cholesterol is needed for metabolism process in our body, but it should be in optimum level. It should not be more. If it is too much, then it deposits in the artery and it causes plaque and block them. So at that time, though, we don't have symptom, but when person get heart attack or stroke, then he or she knows that, I had high cholesterol, and because of that I have this disease. So better just diet control and check your cholesterol regularly at regular interval. These are the normal levels of cholesterol. Total cholesterol should be less than 200 milligram per deciliter. LDL, low density lipoprotein should be less than 150. HDL is a good cholesterol, it should be more than 35. Triglyceride should be less than 160. Now we can see if we are having a high cholesterol, then there is a plaque formation in the arterial wall. And the arterial woman, this lumen, becomes narrow and the blood flow is decreased. And that is why people are getting heart problem, heart attack. So cholesterol is not good. High cholesterol is not good because it causes plaque formation in the artery and lumens becomes narrow. And so there is no blood flow, no oxygenation, and heart get heart attack or angina or coronary artery disease. So how to control the cholesterol? Definitely, you know now, eat healthy diet, do exercise, join. You can join gym, you can do cardio exercise, limit your alcohol, stop smoking, get your sufficient sleep, and learn manage to stress by yoga or meditation. Now, the other parameter is about heart disease. Now, you see major heart disease like coronary artery disease, angina, and heart attack. Coronary artery disease is due to the plaque formation here. See, this is cholesterol or fat, or we in our language we say atherosclerosis. It narrows the lumen of the artery, and there is a difficulty in blood flow. And if blood flow is decreased, then if oxygen supply to the heart muscle is less, and heart get disease, and the person get chest pain. Then other is the angina, where there is a plaque formation on both the side of the valve, and blood finds harder to flow, and people get chest pain. And the heart attack also cause of atherosclerosis, plaque rupture, and block the artery by embolism and or thrombosis, and no blood circulation, so no oxygenation ahead. So heart get no oxygen, so heart get attack. So this is the reason why heart is getting attacked. So now the causes are also now by the time you may be knowing, so there are genetic causes, hereditary causes. Age is also important. Age is more than 45 people are vulnerable for getting heart attack. But nowadays, because of unhealthy lifestyle, even young adults like 32 years, 30 years children, they are also getting heart attack. And maybe due to unhealthy lifestyle. Diet is also very important, as I showed you in the previous slide. Young adults and people are taking junk food which contain a lot of fat and this cholesterol, etc. Persons have diabetes, person have hypertension, person if is smoking. Then in smoking, particularly nicotine and carbon monoxide increase the heart rate and lower the oxygen level in the heart muscle, and it causes the thrombosis, and then finally it gives the heart attack. Gender or sex is also important. Men are 3 to 5 times more likely to develop the heart problem compared to women. So these are about the causes of the heart disease. Now, I say the some of the factors that is not in our hand, we can't help, like age, family, genetic. But this factor we can help. I say we can control high cholesterol, diabetes, hypertension, overweight, alcohol. We can so this factor we can control, and we can prevent the heart disease or heart attack. So prevent heart disease by quit smoking, doing regular exercise, eat healthy, and reduce the risk factors. So now let us go to the stress management. Stress is very important to manage. Stress is simply the body's response to any physical or mental event. Today's competitive world, everybody wants to be number one in their field, say in doctor, medical field, or educational field, or in the student. Everybody wants that I should be number one, and that produces the stress, and that is why people are under stress all the time. Stress is the root cause of most of the problem or disease. Workplace stress has a negative impact on business as well as on the individual employee working also. So there are two types of stress. One is the distress, another is the eustress. Now distress is a negative stress, or eustress is a positive stress, the good stress. If you compare with eustress and distress, eustress motivates the person, it focuses the energy, it persists within the coping ability. Person feels exciting, it improves the performance, but it may be short term. While in distress, people have anxiety, people have tension, they don't feel happy, they feel unpleasant all the time, their decreased performance can lead to physical and mental problems. So that is why it is negative stress. Now we'll take one by one. Say distress. Now, what are the symptoms of distress? Feeling helpless, hopeless, feeling guilty without any clear cause, spending a lot of time in worry, then having difficulty in thinking or remembering, sleeping too much or too little, having change in appetite. So these are the signs and symptoms of distress. Now let us see about eustress. It is very a positive stress, or say it has got a lot of benefits. Say a person feels exciting. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have to fulfill this target, and they feel good after completing the target. It enables the concentration, it increases the performance, it energizes you in the motion, it provides a sense of urgency, alertness, and need for the survival. Now, so what are the symptoms of the stress? There are many sign symptoms of the stress. We'll get one by one. Let us see what are the physical symptoms. Physical symptoms are sleep patterns are changed. People are sleeping less or too much, low energy because they are not able to eat properly, and so there is no energy. They feel always fatigued, exhausted. Digestion changes because of irregular habits of food. They create acidity, constipation, headache, body pain, sometimes having some fits or fainting also, shivering of hands and feet. Sometimes we have observed people have tremors when they are in the lot of tension. People have breathless problem, signs respiration, sometimes we see. So these are all physical symptoms. Then we have mental symptoms, includes lack of concentration, forgetfulness, difficulty in making decision, always confused, and they may get panic attacks. So these are the mental symptoms. Some behavioral symptoms like appetite is change. Either you eat too much or you eat less. Increase intake of tobacco, smoking, or alcohol. So that also a part of behavior symptom. You feel restless, nail biting, deterioration in the personal hygiene and the appearance. So some job-related tensions are related symptoms are also seen. People will not like to go to the work. They tire all the time. They always see the clock when they are working. Given the time will up and we go to home like that. Loss of concentration, not open to change, excessive absenteeism is also one of the signs of this job-related symptom. Now let us see what are the reasons. There are two types of reasons. One is the external and one is the internal. Now see external reasons are say physical environment. Outside environment is not good, having noise, bright lights, confined space in the workplace, then people get stressed. Then social interaction, say if you are ruthless, you are bossism, or you are bullying, then also you get stressed. Organizational issues like you have to follow the rules regulation, some deadline you have to fulfill. If you are not able, then you will get stressed. Major life events like birth or death or loss of job also develop the stress. Internal reasons are like lifestyle choices. Say you are taking too much coffee, you don't have sleep proper, you are overloaded with the schedule or work. You are a negative self-talk. You are always criticizing yourself. You are over analyzing yourself. You have negative thoughts. Mind traps also unrealistic expectations sometimes. Taking everything personally, all or nothing type thinking, and sometimes rigid thinking. Personality traits, you are perfectionist, and you will find some stress. If you are not able to do, you will say, "Oh, I can't do this." So you will get the stress. Type of personality, say there are A type personality, B type. A type personality is a good. It is competitive, ambitious, anxious, and perfectionist. Type B personality is calm, relaxed, patient, positive thinking, and effective time management. Now let us see how to manage the stress. This is now very important for us. Now say you have to manage your time, good time management. You have to manage your time in every respect. You have to eat in time, you have to work in time, you have to do regular exercise, you have to manage your stress. Then take healthy food, take low salt, sugar, and fat in the diet, increase intake of green vegetables and fruit, do regular exercise as I told you daily. I say walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, or whatever sport activity you like, you do it. It is mandatory for those who want to control their lifestyle. Then relaxation technique, deep breathing, yoga, perceptive muscular relaxation, you do chanting, meditation. This will relax your mind. Then take proper sleep, 7 to 8 hours sleep continuously, unbroken sleep. It will definitely release your stress. So now smoking, another issue. Smoking is the addiction. Most of the people they know the hazards, their health hazard, even though they smoke and they have a lot of problems. So smoking causing disease from from head to toe. All parts of body are affected because of smoking. Smoking causes cancer, heart disease, stroke, lung disease, diabetes, COPD, and some emphysema and chronic bronchitis. Even secondary smoke exposure also contributes approximately 41,000 deaths among non-smoking groups and 400 deaths in the infant each year. So passive smoking also equally important in that we should not sit or stay when people are smoking. They have to go there in the separate area and there they can smoke. So at least we can prevent the secondary smoking effect. So smoking harm every part of the body, as I told you, causing many disease and health problems. In smoking, I told you nicotine and carbon monoxide increase the heart rate and decrease the oxygen level in the heart, muscles, and causing thrombosis and heart attack. Quitting smoking is an immediate as well as long-term benefit. Reduces risk factor for disease caused by smoking, improving your health in general. So, if you stop smoking, it will definitely benefit immediately as well in the long run. So, stop smoking and live longer and healthier life. Thank you very much. Okay.
So now I would like to invite Mr. Ankit Pandya, sir, assistant at Harvard University, to give vote of thanks. So, sir, please.
Yeah, yeah. I hope I'm audible now. Okay. So thank you very much, Dr. Prakash Patel, sir, our expert for the day, for sharing very brief introduction about how to manage the lifestyle and the stress both. I definitely enjoyed the session thoroughly, starting from the diet chart that you have shared. Definitely, I'm gonna follow that. The healthy lifestyle tips which you have shared with us, starting from drinking water to having some different types of foods, pulses, cereal, and everything. That will definitely help our viewers, those who are there with us for this webinar, to understand thoroughly about the healthy and happy lifestyle that they need to follow. Definitely it is important to understand the self monitoring also. So I would like to mention that the chart which you have shared, starting from the BMI to the self monitoring, this thing, that how many calories you are getting in your body and how you can control that, how you can manage that, that will definitely help our viewers to understand the intake of calories that they have and the different disease that can be prevented, starting from having the obesity or anything related to a healthy lifestyle the exercise that they need to do will help all the viewers in understanding and taking the life according to what the requirement of the life is further. So thank you very much once again from the whole Parul University family. I, Ankit Pandya, would like to thank Dr. Prakash Patel for the time that you have extended, and to the Apollo Tyres Limited, Limra also, that people like you are having this sort of conversation happening to make industry academia partnership a better way to bridge the gap. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think, Om, we can end up the session here. We are perfectly on time. Prakash, sir, I just would like to request you that we have 2-3 questions which we have received, which I'll be sharing you over the email. So we can have a discussion further because we are running out of the time. So accordingly, we can have a further conversation. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot, Om, and to our technical team of PU Webinar for showing the support, plus all the viewers and the head of different sections, starting from our homeopathy colleges, homeopathic hospitals, Ayurvedic hospitals, and the allopathy hospitals of Parul University, all the staff members who have initiated and taken this step further to have this particular session a good one. Thank you very much, everyone. Please take care. Bye-bye.